Hi everybody, thanks for watching this video today. This video is about why narcissists discard you. Why did the person that you're with who may be a narcissist just dumped you and discarded you like garbage? And I hope that this video, what I would like is that it alleviates some shame and guilt for you, because that's what this causes. Not only does everything that ever hurt and things you don't understand cause shame, but leaving you like this with no closure can cause a lot of shame. So I hope today this will help you guys have a little closure, understand a little bit more why, or understand your pain. So narcissist, that word discard. And I've heard some of you guys as victims say, oh no, I'm the one that discarded them. Well, be careful the words you choose, okay? Because as much as we don't want to believe that narcissists are human beings, they are. And it really matters how we treat others, no matter who they are. It really matters how we treat them, and there's ways of ending relationships and leaving narcissists, stuff like this. And we don't need to discard them. That's what they do. We don't want to be like that. So discard is something we do with garbage. And that is the key point right there, is that narcissists will objectify you. Not as a human, as an object. Narcissists lack empathy and don't understand people, and can't put themselves in your shoes and understand how you feel, and don't really care who you are. Somebody who doesn't know who they are tends to not value who others are. The narcissist has rejected themselves since childhood, never really forming their true authentic self. And so they're not going to appreciate other human beings for who they are. They grow up and value external things in life, just kind of like external meaning drugs or alcohol or status or money, looks. Not who we are in here, but more what we are is what they value. And you don't really place values on human beings. We value the relationships we have with them, but we don't place value on humans. That really shows that humans aren't equal, and we are. We're just different. This objectification, okay? I like to use this prop a lot. This is a little alarm clock. And I value it. It's got a value for me. It's travel size, it folds up, it tells me the time and the date and the temperature. And it's great. That's the value I have for this thing. And, think about somebody who says, oh, he or she is really valuable to me. Instead of I value the relationship I have. The relationships I have with everybody in my life, I very, very much value them. The relationships. Okay? And objects require servicing. Service. Right? I mean, we clean it. We may have to fix it if it breaks. Very little things, this requires a little battery in here. I gotta do that. I gotta service things to get what I want from this. And that's how they feel about you. Okay? So some minimal servicing they'll do for you. Tell you that they love you if they have to, I guess. Sometimes they'll kind of give you a half-ass sorry or no sorry at all, but I'm sorry you feel that way. And they don't care about who you are and that you have needs and wants and feelings. Your value may be what you do for them, how you make them feel, your status or your looks or sex or your money. These are the kind of things that they value, okay? And that's why they're with you. And I think of that as an external, internal thing. So they don't care who you really are, only external values. And status and money and looks and sex will all fade. They'll all fade. It can't be enough. You can look at something that you think is so beautiful. Say you like to go visit some spot in the country, wherever you're at, and you like to drive there or visit once a year because it's just so beautiful. If you moved there and lived there, and you faced that direction of whatever it may be, eventually it won't have the same impact. Eventually it may always be pretty, but it just won't be the same. Human beings always want more. And sex without real attachment and connection, things like this, is just sex. It can't be enough. It won't last in any relationship. That's why I always recommend don't have sex right away. Like I said, they lack empathy. And when you no longer serve them, they discard you. When this no longer can serve me, when I can no longer just keep it clean or fix it, or the battery doesn't work anymore, it just doesn't work. There's not much else I can do with this, and it's not sentimental. How long would you guys hold on to an alarm clock that doesn't work? Throw it away like garbage. We don't do that with people, with human beings. We understand that it hurts them, and closure is so important, guys. When we end a relationship with somebody, be true to yourself. If you value respect and honesty, integrity, tell the person the truth. Because when we don't, we end up internalizing and absorbing and introspecting, believing that everything is our fault. We're not good enough. And we're not. We're not good enough for somebody who values those things, because nobody ever can be. Ever. Never. You never be enough. They say moving the goalpost. I want you to do this, and then you do it. Well, I want you to do this, and then you do it. I want you to do it, because it's about doing. It doesn't matter what we do. It matters how we feel, and that's something that narcissists can't understand. Abuse and neglect, exploitation, exploiting objects, but they exploit people. If we're being abused, neglected, and exploited, it causes the biggest stress in our lives, relationships, the biggest source of stress or comfort, and in this case, stress. And stress causes a whole bunch of things to us. Physical symptoms like headaches and stomach problems and high blood pressure and problems with sex. Sex will start to decline. Problems with sleep. It causes disease. I know many people who have stayed with narcissists so long, they developed cancer and other diseases. And you're no good anymore. And they toss you. They wait till you go into surgery, and they're not there when you come out of it. Gone. You no longer serve them. Emotional symptoms like depression and anxiety, also panic attacks, worry, negativity, right? Depression is negativity. And now you're just negative. Even though they caused all of this, they take no accountability and they'll take no responsibility to help fix it. So in these relationships, we compromise who we are. We compromise our values. We sacrifice our needs. We numb our feelings. We are not ourselves anymore. We're not the person that started dating them in the beginning anymore. To them, we've lost our value. Imagine going back to this alarm clock. Imagine this started not working as well. It started complaining. And I only say that because that's what they call you wanting to talk about your feelings and telling them things that they're doing don't feel good anymore. You're just complaining. Imagine this thing complaining to me and saying, David, I feel lonely. David, I feel insecure. You're never home anymore. I can't, I sound my alarm and you're not even there. And I'm like, dude, I already put a battery in you, shut up. I don't care how you feel. Wouldn't that be annoying? Honestly, not for people. I care about how people feel. I want to know. But this thing, start telling it's just complaining, and I don't want to hear it. And then it gets depressed and it gets real negative. David, I don't like this anymore. David, I'm not going to work today. David. Narcissists have fears. Their insecurities and low self-esteem and low self-worth causes lots of fears. It can cause fear of rejection, fear of intimacy, fear of commitment, fear of abandonment. And they may not be vulnerable, and they may not really commit to you. Narcissists like to stay safe. Narcissists made a pact with themselves at some point early in life, saying, I will never get hurt. I may never get hurt again. Maybe they grew up in lots of pain, because it's painful to reject yourself. That's shame. I hate myself. And they'll never, ever let anybody make them feel that way again. This 1 foot out the door to stay safe means they're never fully committed. And the first sign that you might hurt them, the first sign that you're not working well, the first sign that you no longer have your status because you lost your job, your looks have faded, if not even from time, from stress. They have no use for you any longer. And they don't have empathy, don't care how it feels to you, and they move right on to the next victim, the next source. And I want to tell everybody out there that I'm sorry for your loss. And even though you might despise your ex or your family or friends that were narcissists, are narcissists, who discarded you, who hurt you and abused you, you may hate them. You may not care who they are, but they took up space and time in your life, and you've lost that. Future you guys have planned, the future faking, it's all gone. And recognize that loss, please, and grieve it now so it doesn't follow you throughout your life, especially into other relationships, okay? Cry, talk, share, all right? This might be the worst experience in our lives. Treat it as such, okay? Meaning just watching some videos or complaining to a friend for a moment, things like this isn't going to work. It's not enough. We don't get over this like our friends tell us, or maybe even our therapists. We go through it. And if we don't go through it now, I promise this will follow you. And if we don't understand what went wrong, we will most likely do it again. And the other alternative, I see people who don't go through it, who don't get help, who don't express this and grieve. They repeat it, or they're afraid of repeating it, and so they isolate. They may isolate forever, become avoidant, and that will not serve you, okay? We're here to live our lives, not stay safe, so live it. Try to trust people again, but there's a lot to learn, okay? And so again, I'm sorry for everything that maybe this narcissist in your life did to you and how they made you feel. But we lost ourselves, and it's time to find ourselves again. And I've said this many times, but I like to say it again, sometimes it takes the people who couldn't love us in our lives to teach us to start loving ourselves. And that's what we fill that void with. With everything that we did for other people, we do for ourselves and more. And we love ourselves unconditionally no matter what. Okay? Thank you. I hope this helps you guys feel better, learning and understanding that everything that somebody does to you is not your fault, ever. It doesn't matter how many times you let them back and it feels awful and shameful. It doesn't matter that you didn't stop them from doing it. It's not your fault, okay? So let me know what you guys think. I'd really appreciate that. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel and vote up or down and comment down below. Let me know what's going on. Ask questions, I'll answer all of them. And anybody that is interested in coaching, you can find me at daviddemars.com. Thank you guys. Love yourself first, okay? Bye-bye.